Is fast farming on console done? Well, I'm not sure, but I keep getting messages like this saying, is there an update to this? Because it's no longer working. How's it going, everybody? Driver53 here, and today we are going to take a look and see if we can still fast farm using a couple different mods. Now, I made a video about a year ago taking a look at the self-made weight that I've got here on the back of this machine, and at the same day that I made that, this drawbar actually released as well. And I've had some people commenting on my videos saying that it's not working anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a baseline speed here on the seeder, and then we're going to attach both of these and see if we can actually get fast farming to work again. All right, so I've got my cruise control set, and the vehicle can go 32 miles an hour, but we're only going 9. I don't have anything else hooked up to this machine right now, so 9 miles an hour is our base speed with this piece of equipment. All right, so here I have the self-made weight, and as you can see, we are already going way above 9 miles an hour. Now, if I toggle over here and I actually drop this down, then yes, once again, we are only going to go 9 miles an hour. So the trick here is you have to have the self-made weight actually raised up. And the way you do that is you hold L1 and you press your circle, and that's going to raise and lower. You can see it instantly. It slows me back down. So self-made weight, yeah, it still works. Next up is the drawbar, and once again, you can see that we do not have a problem. Now, if you look at the top left-hand corner, it does not show that it's actually in a raised or lowered status, but if I do this right here, lower it down, it doesn't slow me down at all. So this drawbar right here does not matter if you have it in the raised or lower position. You are going to be able to fast farm absolutely no problem. You can see it's all the way down there rubbing the ground right now. If I raise the thing back up, you can see right there, we're still going over 20 miles an hour. Next up, I want to test out workers. So I've got the drawbar right here. I'm going to go ahead and just hit a worker and see what happens. All right, so it's going to go down. Now the drawbar is staying in the upper position. And yes, we're going almost 20 miles an hour already. So this is not a problem. All right, workers, you're going to be absolutely fine to use them using this drawbar. And here is the self-made weight. It's in the upper position right now. So let's go ahead and hire a worker and see what happens. All right, so we're at 9. Yeah, all right, so we're already past 9 miles an hour, so it's going to work. Now, I have a theory here. What if I take that and actually lower it down to this position right here? All right, now, is a worker going to work with this and actually go above 9 miles an hour? No, they're not. So you need to make sure that you have this in the raised position. Even if you are using a worker, you need to make sure you have that in the raised position, and then you're going to be able to fast farm with or without using a worker. So it does look like both of these work. Now, why am I using these? Well, I kind of like the roleplay aspect of these two right here. There are other ones available on the Mod Hub right now that should do the exact same thing. I haven't tested every single one of them, but if you want to get either one of these, the back one here, this is the self-made weight by Polycount Taz, and this front one is the drawbar by Anton ATL. Hey, I'm only harvesting at 25 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I've got a baler too. How's it going, everybody? Driver53 here, and today I'm on the PlayStation 5 showing you exactly how you're going to be able to harvest and bale at 25 miles an hour. The first thing you're going to need is a harvester that will fast farm at 25 miles an hour. I've got the Colossus 9000 right here. This is by Chris S. and Riley S. We're using one of their fast Unreal headers right here. And to get to this harvester in your store, you're going to go to vehicles and then harvesters. You're going to go all the way across to the right where all of your mods are at. Then you see the Colossus harvester right here. We've got a 15,000 liter capacity, a 72,600 liter capacity, a 19,000 liter capacity, or 153,300 liter capacity. I'm going with the big one, but it does cost an extra $50,000. So if you only wanted to go with 72,600, it's only 25. Or if you like unloading all the time, yeah, just go ahead and stick with your 19,000. It's only an extra 5, or your regular base, which is 15,000 liter capacity for no extra dollars. All right, it's going to be a $300,000 piece of equipment right here if you don't do anything else to it. But you need to make sure that it is the one that says 29 miles an hour. You can see that over on the left-hand side. Now, you want to go maybe a little bit faster than that? Well, there is an option for 43 miles an hour, but it's going to cost you $10,000 more. So I like to stick with the 29 right here if I know that I'm going to be bailing at the same time. And then I'll go ahead and throw on my unrealistic capacity for 153,000. It's just a really nice number. Once you got your harvester and you're ready for your header, come here to tools, go over to headers, and then go all the way across to the right. You can see right here, we've got a few different options that come with this pack. Now, they're all called Titan headers. You've got a couple right here that do not have the wheels integrated into them, or you've got the Draper header right here. Now, these Draper headers are 13.7 meters, and the other ones are 13.8. So it's all up to you on how you want to do it. You're going to get just a little bit more crop harvested with these right here, but not very much at all. I find these right here to be super easy. I could just put them on the back of the harvester and just go to the field, not have to worry about it. Now, even though these cost the same amount, you are going to need to make sure that you pick the one that says 43 miles an hour. If you choose the one that says 10 miles an hour, that's as fast as you're going to be able to go, and you're not getting to go to that 25 like I showed you in the beginning of the video. Once you select the 43 mile an hour one, there's nothing else that you need to do to make sure that you get that speed. Just pick your favorite color that you'd like. The next piece of equipment here in this combo that you're going to need is the Quick Bale by Mark Thor. And to find this one in your store, come down to tools and then over to balers. You're going to go all the way across to the right, just like we did with the other ones. Now you have two different options here. All right. The regular Quick Bale, $60,000, only goes 15 miles an hour. But in the latest update, Mark gave us an option to get one that goes 24 miles an hour. It's called the Quick Bale. Whenever you select it, there's nothing else that you need to do to make sure that it goes that speed. You're going to be able to get that no matter what you do here. So configure this thing however you like. This is the one you want. The one that says 24 miles an hour, the Quick Bale. Now, the last mod that you're going to need to make this trick work is the Snufflestuck. And this is by the MTL modding team. And to find the Snufflestuck, go into tools and then over into dollies. Go all the way across to the right if you have quite a few of them. If not, it's going to be on the first page right here. But as you can see, it's only $7,500. Now in here, you do not have to do any additional configuration to make sure that you get this speed out of it. Once you've got all your equipment purchased or leased, now it's time to put this combo together. I'm doing this out here in the field just so I've got a little bit more room to be able to show you exactly what to do. But it's pretty simple. All you have to do is back your harvester up to right here. Now, with this harvester, it does have a hitch point down here underneath. You can see right in there where my cursor is at. It's for being able to tow your header trailer or other trailers, things like that. But in this, you're going to hook your Snufflestuck up right there. Let's go ahead and hit X. And then what you need to do is back up into your baler. Now, if you kind of line it up, it's pretty simple. All you're going to do, boom, right there. And this Snufflestuck does have an attachment point right there. The other really awesome thing about the Snufflestuck is that it's going to be able to let your PTO keep working. I know it doesn't show that it's connecting to anything, but trust me, guys, it's going to keep working. Now it's time to turn everything on. So all we have to do is actually go and unfold our baler right here. And then you want to make sure that you lower it down. All right. Then go ahead and turn it on. Come up here to your harvester, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to go ahead and turn it on. Make sure you do have your straw enabled, and then we're just going to start going forward, and you are going to see that we are going to be able to start making bales. You can see that the straw swath is going to be laid down, and then it's going to be picked up by the baler, and it is going to be super, super quick. Now, I am making some ginormous bales here. These things are 11,000 liters, and if you don't want the default size of 180 centimeters, all you have to do is hold your R1 and hit R3. It'll change it to 150 or 125. It's kind of backwards of the other ones. Typically on the base game stuff, you start small and then you get bigger and then bigger. This one here, it starts at 180, goes to 150, and then 125. So keep an eye on that. But if you like big bales, it's going to be default right off the bat. And yes, this combo is worker friendly. One thing you need to do, though, is go ahead and turn on your baler before you let your worker go. All you got to do, turn it on, and then just hit the worker. It's easy, simple. That's it, right? And then it's going to do it for you. Now, the one thing that I would do is I would go ahead and do at least one headland all the way on your ends, all right? Wherever your ends of your fields are at, I would do that so that your worker can actually turn around, right? Sometimes if you get up next to fences or you're at the border of the map, the worker wants to back up. And this combo, since it's not the best at being able to back up, it kind of gets stuck every once in a while and you have to reset it. So I recommend go ahead and get you a headland going, and then all your worker's going to do is just go past where you did that at. See, they're trying to back up a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now it's going to go ahead and make a sharp left-hand turn here. And it's going to go back and it's going to go the other way and it's going to be perfectly fine. So if you did a headland down here, it wouldn't be running over here into the other area. Or if you had a fence or a ditch, something like that, you're going to leave that worker plenty of room. But this combination is absolutely working perfect with a worker. I've not encountered any problems with it at all. I call this rock picking 80 by 16. How's it going, everybody? Driver 53 here, and today I'm going to show you the absolute best rock picker that you could have for console players. Yes, guys, this is Mack Trucker 921's Stone Picker Trailer. This thing is absolutely insane. It has a capacity up to 250,000 liters, and it starts out at 43,400. Not only that, but the spread here on this thing is 16 meters wide. Yes, 16 meters wide, guys. That is the largest, almost by 2, that you could have. Now, Black Sheep Modding put out the Scorpio. Now, that's a really awesome one too, but that one is only like 9.2, something like that. So this one is almost double that, and your capacity 43,400 is the smallest capacity you can get on this trailer right here, instead of like the base capacities over there. I mean, it wasn't even 10,000 on that other one. So really, really awesome here, guys. Let me go ahead and show you exactly how you're going to get it to fast farm, though. And that's if you use the drawbar right here. Now, this drawbar is by Anton ATL. It's a really awesome one. You can use this for a lot of different fast farming setups. I really like this one a lot. It takes up very little space on the farm. I can pretty much leave it attached to the tractor all the time. I very, very rarely have to unattach it. And this the 2 different attachment points here will actually move side to side whenever you fold up the drawbar. Okay, so you're gonna hold your L1 and hit X, and these will actually slide over. That way, if you've got a ball attachment, it could be in the middle, or if you've got a pin attachment like this, it could be in the middle. And if you guys know me, I love my fast tractors as well. This is by Ridiculous Dominic. This is the 4755 here. Guys, this thing will do 93 miles an hour, but I can't get it to quite go that fast. You saw in the beginning of the video, I was going 80 miles an hour stone picking, and there's one little problem with that. Right down the middle, you're actually going to skip a little bit. So I wouldn't necessarily do it at 80 miles an hour, but I think 45, you're going to be absolutely fine. Let me show you what I mean. All right, so here we are. I've got the cruise set at 45. We're going to go ahead and turn it on and just take off and go. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on. And as you can see, we are picking up rocks. So I'm not skipping anything now, even at 46 miles an hour. So at 45, we are absolutely good. And that's all you have to do, guys. That is literally all you have to do. Hook up your drawbar, attach this thing, lower it down. Your drawbar can be in either position. Now with these wheels, it might be a little bit squirrely, but it might be because we're on the tracks. I don't know. I just thought the tracks looked really cool. But guys, you were going to be able to knock out your fields in absolutely no time at all. Just make sure that you're keeping the speed down a little bit. I know you can go 80. You could do it, but you might have to come back and hit it again. But you're going fast enough, it doesn't matter. If you like to fast farm, you are definitely going to need to get this Stone Picker Trailer right here by Mack Trucker 921. Can a base game mower mow at 27 miles an hour without any mods? Yeah, it can. How's it going, everybody? Driver 53 here, and today I'm going to show you how you can mow at 26 miles an hour with the base game mower without needing any mods at all. Here you can see that I've got my mower unfolded. I'm going to go ahead and lower it down, and now I'm going to go ahead and turn it on also. All right, so this is the normal mode that you're going to use right here. I'm going to go ahead and set the cruise at 26 miles an hour. And we're just going to go ahead and start mowing. Now, you're going to see that it's going to get up to about 15 miles an hour, roughly somewhere in there. All right, we're going 15 miles an hour. All I have to do now is this, and check that out. Now we're going 22, 23, 24, and there is 26 miles an hour, guys. I don't have any mods installed at all. And as you can see, we are mowing at 26 miles an hour. Now, how did I do this? Well, it's actually pretty simple, and it's an old trick from Farming Simulator 19, but apparently it's made a comeback here in 22. So let me go ahead and turn this thing off. What I need to do is go ahead and bring this back up to this status right here. All right, so we're going to unfold this piece of equipment. All right, I'm going to go ahead and show my help menu right here. Now, whenever I hold my L1 trigger, you can see that I need to lower the mower down. Now, you can also see up there that for the X button, it says fold mower. Normally, when you do that, it's going to fold this all the way back up. You're not going to use it anymore. But what you're going to do is you're just quickly going to tap on the X button while holding your L1. You can see, well, I didn't quite do it that time. Hold on. Let me try this again. It's kind of tricky. All right, so I've lowered it back down now. Let's try this again. Double tap on the X. There we go. So now I've done it. All right, let's see if we can actually get the speed out of this that we need to. So 15, 16. Yes, there we go. But it's not mowing this time. Oh, yeah. I got to turn it on. There you go. 25, 26 miles an hour. You can see it is good to go. Now, maybe even 27. You might be able to get just a little bit more out of it. No, but this is the regular base speed here on this thing is 26 miles an hour. Do the double tap. It's back, guys, for Farming Simulator 22 on mowers. I've tried it with some other things, and I can't get it to work. And only on this mower right here. I tried a 3-point attachment mower, and I couldn't get it to work on that either. So, only on this one maybe, but still, 26 miles an hour, mowing at 10 meters wide. And if you guys are looking for another option instead of the base game, but you want to use a little bit of mod, well, this one right here is pretty cool too. It does the exact same thing. This is the mower and wrapper with hitch. This is by Dogface. Really, really awesome mod. And if you pair it up with your quick baler by Mark Thor, the quick baler version that goes 25 miles an hour, well, now you're going to be able to mow and make your silage bales at 25 miles an hour. And you don't have to have one of your tractors over here doing this job for you. You can keep it over in another field, you know, doing whatever you need to do, planting or spreading lime, fertilizers, whatever like that. I mean, make sure you miss the trees, bro. That's a very, very important thing. Now, one last thing about this is you got to make sure that you do not raise the mower. If you raise the mower, then it's going to absolutely stop doing this. You're going to have to restart and do the whole double tap thing again. But as long as you don't raise it, you're fine. If I want to stop, well, all I need to do is just come up here, turn off the mower. It's fine. It's not doing anything now. We're still going 25 miles an hour. Boom, turn it back on. I've got more grass being laid down, still at 25 miles an hour. Today, I want to show you the Lizard Mega Roll 240 multi-roller. Now, this thing is by Mac Trucker 921, and y'all, he has once again created something extra special here, and it's doing something that it doesn't do in base game. Well, I mean, other than being a multi-roller, it's actually folding and lifting differently than it does in the base game. And let me show you what I mean by this. This thing right here is your Mega Roll 2430. This is a base game item that you don't need a mod for, and it's got a couple cylinders. These black shafts right here, these are actually hydraulic cylinders, and what they do is they're supposed to fold this machine up and down, like lift it up and down, right? But whenever I go in here, I go ahead and turn my tractor on, and whenever I've got folding, it's only doing this, and I don't have an option to actually raise and lower this thing at all. And what Mac Trucker 921 has done, these actuators right here actually do something now. They're connected to that, and let me show you what this thing does. It's actually going to be able to be lowered down to the ground. You can see that it didn't actually do the thing that it was supposed to do until it got all the way down. And what is it exactly that this thing does? Well, y'all, this is a mulcher now. Yes, this is a massive mulcher. You can see super wide here. And it does 15 miles an hour. Guys, this is the last mulcher you're ever going to need, especially if you have a bunch of big fields. Now, why would you need this? Well, mulching gives you 2.5%. Okay, well, that's not that much, driver. Well, if you can do it this fast, it absolutely now makes sense to mulch. You know, especially if you're on some big maps like, like Welker Farms, or you got Stone Valley, or anything with a really big field. Now you can get an extra 2.5% out of your yield. And don't think that it only does mulching. No, you've got another variation here that is actually going to allow you to roll your fields just like normal, like the first one that we showed, the blue one. But let me go and fire this thing up. I'll lower this down as well. And you can see that it's going to do the rolling, but you're going to be able to lift it and lower it. So it's going to be a little bit more precise. Oh yeah, and it's 15 miles an hour instead of the standard 7. But wait, there's more. He also made an option here that's going to be a grass roller. Okay, so all you have to do is lower it down once again, and you're going to be able to roll your fields. Now, you are getting a little bit of a dirt animation there, but check it. It's actually getting rid of the grass texture. You can see it right there. It's rolling your fields at 15 miles an hour. And where are you going to be able to find this at in your store? Well, if you come down here to rollers, you're going to see that it's right here. You've got the Dalbo Mega Roll 2430, or you've got the Lizard Mega Roll 2430 multi-roller. So whenever you come in here, you can actually change the configuration on this. This is not 3 separate mods. It's one mod. So this one right here, going to be able to roll your fields like you do with the regular base game item, or you can have a grass roller, or you could have a mulching roller. And what does that mean? Well, you only need one piece of equipment to do all 3 of those jobs, and all you have to do is take it by a shop, like a toolbox or a workshop mod, something like that, and you're going to be able to change this thing on the fly. And yeah, your workers are even going to be able to go 15 miles an hour too with this thing. Now, I tried hooking it up to the drawbar, and I can't get any extra speed out of it. I was hoping that maybe we could have like a super fast mulcher and roller here, but I couldn't get it to go any faster at all. And your workers, oh yeah, they're fine. They've been using this base piece of equipment like the whole time. I mean, you are going to lose just a little bit right there. That's not going to get it, but that's just the way that the roller is. They're going to turn around and they're going to hit the go back the other direction perfectly fine. You're not going to have an issue, and it's being picked up, so you're not going to have to worry about like accidentally, if you got another field over there with other crop or something like that, you're not going to destroy it. I mean, this is a great mod. Congratulations, Mack Trucker 921, and thank you again for making this, man. What would you say if I told you there was almost 250,000 liters of straw on this trailer? Yeah, each one of these bales, 81,000. How's it going, everybody? Driver53 here, and today I want to go over the update to the selectable bale capacity pack. Now, this is version 1.3.0.0. If you guys know me, I love this pack right here. They've added a few extra balers to it as well, but the one really cool thing that they've done is now you have a ×9 on your bales. Now, this one right here is only a ×4, so we're only getting these about, I don't know, what's it say, 20,000 liters right there? Yeah, 20,000 liter bale. That is insane for straw, right? 20,000 liters. But check this out. I can lift them because they're only 100 kilograms. That's it, guys. Only 100 kilograms. Doesn't matter which one it is. I've got some really big ones sitting over here. What is this, like a 45,000? Yeah, so this is the biggest one that you can make right now with that fast bale, the edited fast bale. So 45,000 liters. This is the ×9 capacity, and yeah, it's liftable also because it's only 100 kilograms. Taking a look at the rectangle balers right here, you've got the Fendt, the K-Brand, the Kloss, the Case, you've got the Corona, the New Holland, and the Massey Ferguson. These are all going to make the 81,000 liter straw bales for you right here. Now, on the grass, it's not quite that big. I think it's only like 48,000. Kind of depending on what your product is, it's limited on the size. But for straw, it's insane, guys. Absolutely insane. 81,000 liters is what you're going to be able to have. And using this bale collector right here, the Arkuzen, the one that comes with this pack, you need to use this one for these really large bales. It's going to give you 1,134,000 liters of straw. It's only 14 bales. I know it's kind of small, but that is a ton, absolute ton of straw that you're going to be able to get off your fields. And don't think the round bales are going to be a disadvantage, because with straw, you're going to have 1,080,000 liters. When you use this Anderson right here, you're able to get a few more bales off the field, but they're not as big. They're only 45,000 liters, right? So if you want to use some of these round balers, you've got the Massey Ferguson, one of the brand new ones that was just added in the latest update. You've also got both Pottingers right here. You've got the Kloss, you've got the Fendt, you've got the K-Brand, and you've got the Vicon here as well. I really like this Vicon. The only problem is it kind of slows down a little bit. Other than that, it's great. You don't really have to stop for it at all. I know there's another modder using this one right now on another mod, and we're going to take a look at that once the update comes out. But right now, I think this is the best baling pack that you can get, hands down, because of the size, right? You can set a worker off on this if you're using one of these, the Lizard trailed windrower or the one in the front. Use either one of these. You can set a worker off in a field, and they are going to take care of the entire field for you. And you get the 20-meter wide one. Oh, it's absolutely insane, guys. Absolutely insane. You need to have this, let your worker just do it for you, and then you come back and pick it up. Now, one thing I really like this bale wagon right here because it holds a ton, right? 42 bales on this thing, but unfortunately it doesn't hold the big ones. All right, and I really couldn't get it to do any of the sizes. Not sure what's going on with that. So I went and checked out Mack Trucker 921's trailer right here. It'll hold the ×4 bales, but it won't hold the ×9. So if you want to do the ×9, you have to use the bale loaders that are in the pack. And if you want to do the ×4, because it's still a good mod, you can use some of these other trailers right here. So this is Driver from the future coming back to talk to you right now. I don't know why I missed this, but the autoload here says it will actually pick up the 249 centimeter bales on the squares and the 189s over on the round bales. The 28 bales also on that thing. Y'all, that is insane. That's a ton of straw or anything. Silage, I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing. So yeah, just use that auto load right there. That one. That's the only one you need. So I gotta know, is this the best baling pack for you? If not, let me know down in the comments, or even if it is, let me know. All right, so we all know that the 82 Squared Studios 6-ton fertilizer spreader is probably the best one in the game. But what if I told you there was a way to go 50 miles an hour with this thing? How's it going, everybody? Driver Viddy 3 here, and today I'm going to show you how you can get this 6-ton fertilizer spreader to go 50 miles an hour plus. Yes, 50 miles an hour, if not more. Guys, it's all about how much space you have. And what are we going to use? Well, it's going to be a flatbed and a semi-truck. Get any semi-truck that you want in the game. The faster, the better. Then you're going to want to hook up just any regular old flatbed that you've got. This is the base game Demco right here. So what I need to do, jump in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and unfold the ramps on this. Now all I'm going to do is go ahead and drive up on top here. I've got a Massey Ferguson right now because it's one of the cheaper base game pieces of equipment that I could get, but it doesn't matter. You could use anything at all that's going to keep it up high enough off the ground. Now I want to go ahead and keep this running because that's very important. I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the fertilizer spreader. Now, driver, why are you turning it on? Well, because this doesn't use hardly anything at all. And the way you're going to be able to do that is by selecting the proper configuration. So here on configuration first, you want to go 25,000 liters. And then down here on the spreader system, you want to make sure it says extended. All right. By doing this combination right here, it's not going to use hardly anything at all. Now that you're back in your truck, go ahead and fold up your ramps and then strap down your machine. All right. Then all you have to do is just start driving. That's it. Your setup on the back is not going to go anywhere. Now, this is not going to be like super realistic, right? But I'm going to go ahead and set cruise here. It's 83 miles an hour in this piece of equipment. And as you can see, we're already going 35 miles an hour now. I'm covering it pretty well. It's just going to keep spreading. It's not going to stop. And we're just going to keep going. Now, hopefully, by the time I get to this corner over here, I could be at 50 miles an hour. And if not, I just need just a little bit more space to do that. So you can see 48, 49, and there's 50, guys. And if you've got a bigger field, you're going to be able to go that much faster. Now, be careful because you can tip it, but that's kind of my style, right? And don't think that it's only fertilizer that you could use this with. You can use lime as well. Now, I know there are wider systems out there, but I don't know if there are any that are any faster. Once again, same thing. All you got to do, just drive, and you're going to be able to go as fast as your truck can go. So let me know down in the comments, what crazy combination are you going to be using here to spread lime and fertilizer on your fields? Let me know down in the comments below, guys. Colossus 9000, Reaper 2000. Let's find out which one is the best fast farming harvester for Farming Simulator 22. How's it going, everybody? Driver Viddy 3 here, and today is a day that I never thought I would see here playing Farm Sim, because console players now have two choices in fast farming harvesters. Yes, you've got the Reaper 2000 right here. This is by Mack Trucker 921, and you've got the Colossus, the 9000 sitting right here. This is by Chris S and Riley S. And what we're going to do is I've got 8 different pieces of criteria that we're going to judge these on and see which one is the best for console players. And the first thing we're going to look at is the file size. Now, this is how much the download actually takes up on your system. For the Reaper 2000, it is 25.92 megabytes. And for the Colossus Harvester, it's 84.11 megabytes. That's more than 3 times as big. Now, there's a very important reason why it's that big. It's not just for nothing. There's a reason for it. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But as far as space goes, I've got to give it to the Reaper. The next piece of criteria we're going to look at is the capacity of the hopper. Now, here on the Reaper 2000, you can see that it's 1.5 million liters. That's insane, guys. I think that's even bigger than DJ Goham has ever put on one of his harvesters. And then you come over to the Lizard Colossus, and this one right here is 1 million liters. Once again, the Reaper wins. The third thing that we're going to look at here today is the horsepower that you get with one of these machines. We're going to start off with the Reaper 2000, and that is going to be 2,050 horsepower, guys. 2,050. That is an astronomical number. For the Colossus 9000, you're going to come in at 1,800. So, once again, the Reaper is taking a clean sweep so far with 3 events. Now it's time to dive a little bit deeper into these machines and see how much customization you have. Well, the really interesting thing is that the Colossus Harvester here, I feel like has a lot more. Let's go ahead and start here, and then we'll compare the Reaper here in a second. So the configurations here, I've got Colossus. I've got a Colossus Large Unrealistic 3. That's my million-liter capacity. I've also got a 500,000, a 250,000, a 19,000, a 72,600, and I've got a 30,900. That's, guys, that is like so many different options. It doesn't matter how big or how small your farm is. You're going to have a hopper that matches up. And that also means that you can play kind of a little bit unrealistic, but not like crazy at like 1 million, right? Engine setups. You've got a 900 horsepower and you've got a 1,500 horsepower. The important thing to look here is that it changes your miles per hour also. All right. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. So all the way up to 1,800 horsepower. So 3 different versions there. Wheel brands, you've got a ton. Go all the way through here. But the really cool thing is you got tracks, you've got regular big floater tires, you've got triples on this thing, all kinds of different stuff. And if we come over here to our Nokian tires, you can see that we've got some really, really cool ones here as well. I mean, look at these things. Ground King XL. Now, you've also got different warning signs, right? Your beacons, all kinds of stuff. Window tint, main color, design color, frame color, rim color. You got 4 different color options on this thing. Now here we are looking at the Reaper 2000 on capacity. You can see that it starts out at 14,400. Then it immediately goes to 250,000, 500,000, 750,000, 1 million, and 1.5 million. You don't have any of those smaller capacities. It's like we give you base or we're going to give you everything. Engine setups. You've got 825 horsepower, 1,520 horsepower, or 2,050 horsepower. Once again, 3 different horsepowers here. We've already talked about that. The Reaper here has the highest. Wheel brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Midas, BKT, Vatterstein, and Nokian, and Lizard. This one, oh yes, you get tank tracks with the Lizard right here. This thing is awesome. Now, another cool part about this, you've got the unit numbers decal. So if you've got more than one harvester, you can go all the way up to 9 on this. Now, number decals, you can get the different colors right here, black or white. Your brands, this is an interesting thing. You could put any brand on this thing that you'd like, right? You got your Lizard, you've got Case, you got Massey, you've got Fent, you've got Challenger. Grimmy, it's up there in the top above the Reaper, and then you've got none, all right? So that's a really cool part about this one. Strobe options, yes. Windows, you got some all kinds of tints. Reaper body decals. Now, this is something very unique to this one. You've got some really cool graphics right here. You've got the funny little Reaper. You've got a purple version of it. You've got a flying one where it's actually harvesting with a sickle or a scythe. And then you've got this bad boy right here. So that's all of them. That's a really cool touch. Now, here, you've got different options for your colors as well. 5 of them, but 2 of them are inside. So really, you only have 3 different color options, 2 on the body instead of 3 like the other one. It's a close call, but for me, I'm going to have to give this one to the Colossus 9000 because you don't have to go immediately up to those big capacities. You could stay kind of medium range at that 30,000 level or even the 70, in the 70s. And that way you're still having to do some work, but it's not as often. I mean, 1.5 million liters. I mean, that is going to take you a very, very long time to fill up. Doesn't matter what crop you're doing. Now, the fifth item that I want to take a look at here today is going to be your top speed. Now, this is going to be driving from field to field or on the roads, not your working speed. We're going to look at that here in just a second. Your driving top speed for your Reaper 2000 is going to be 29 miles an hour. As far as your Colossus 9000 goes, it's 77. Yes, 77. You're 2.5 times faster with this one than you are with this one. Now, if you're playing on a 2x map, is it really going to matter how fast you get from one corner to the next in a map? I mean, maybe, maybe not. And to go along with your top driving speed, next we're going to take a look at your top working speed. Now, the really interesting thing about the Reaper is that it only goes 29 miles an hour. That's as fast as you're going to be able to get this thing out in the field. And the reason is because it doesn't come with any headers. You have to use other mods, and some mods do, and some mods don't allow you to go faster. So if we're not looking at this mod right here, we're not going to count anything associated with this mod, okay? With the 9000. Only the Reaper and everything else on Moddub. What do you have? Well, you've got tool height control for headers, which is going to let you go as fast as the vehicle will go. The problem is the vehicle only goes 29 miles an hour, so that means you're only going to be able to harvest at 29 miles an hour. Now, as far as the Colossus 9000 goes, if we look at it by itself without anything else, yeah, you're going to be able to harvest at 60 miles an hour. And the way you're going to be able to do that is you've got to get this header right here. Okay, the ones that say 60 miles an hour down here at the bottom, you can see that there's also a 10 mile an hour option as well. But this one right here, 60 miles an hour, you've also got it on a cord header, and you've also got it on a draper header. So 3 different headers are going to allow you to go 60 miles an hour. So for the top working speed, I'm going to have to give it to the Colossus. You know, and that's the next thing that I wanted to take a look at is the header options. Like I said, the Reaper doesn't have anything at all. And here on the Colossus, you've got the 10 mile an hour and the 60 mile an hour and 3 different versions. You've got 2 of them for regular grains, and you've got 1 for corn and sunflowers. So, I mean, the Colossus definitely wins on that one. And the last thing that I want to take a look at here today is the amount of bonus equipment that you get with these mods. Well, the Reaper 2000, you get nothing. You have this harvester, and that's it. The Colossus 9000, oh, this is just the start. If we take a look here in the store and we go across, you can see that you also have a root harvester, the Colossus root harvester. This thing is insane. You've also got headers with it. You can go 10 miles an hour or 46 miles an hour with potatoes or even sugar beets. And that's not all, folks. There's also a cotton harvester right here. Now, this version only goes 8 miles an hour working speed, 22 miles an hour on the road. This one here, it says 23 miles an hour on the roads, but that's not right. Your working speed is 40 miles an hour on this one right here, guys. Makes regular 10,000 liter bales. Guys, you gotta have this along with everything else. So this is the reason why the file size is so much larger, is because you get so many other bonus pieces of equipment with this mod. So that means that your Colossus right here wins in that category as well. So it was a close battle, but the winner is the Colossus because you can go faster and you get more stuff. Guys, the Reaper is a really awesome one. Believe me, I love that it's a Case IH. I really, really want to have a fast farming Case IH on my farm, but I don't know if 29 miles an hour is going to be enough for me. I mean, there's literally no way to get it faster than that. And if I can go literally twice that fast with this one right here, I'm sorry, but why would I use this one? I mean, I'm all about going fast and crashing a lot, so it's got to be 60 miles an hour. It has to be. Well, everybody, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up if you would. If you want to stay up to date on all my future testing videos here on the channel. Well, everybody, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you would. If you want to stay up to date on my mod showcase videos here on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell too. And while you're waiting on those future videos, go and check out one of these 2 right here. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53, signing off.